One of the real strengths of the council manager form of government is the clarity of roles. Elected officials set the vision and policy priorities, while professional administrators implement those priorities. For staff, that clarity creates stability and consistency. They're not caught in the middle of political turnover. Instead, they are guided by a manager who understands the long horizon, the policies, programs, and investments that will shape the community 5, 10, even 20 years from now. I was fortunate to begin my public service career in the ICMA Local Government Management Fellowship, which gave me a front row seat to the city manager's office in Tacoma, Washington. It showed me how professional managers create an environment where staff can thrive and do their best work. Since then, I've served as assistant to the city manager, resilience officer, and chief of staff in Dallas, Texas. And I now serve as chief of staff in Austin, Texas. And every step of my career progression, I've leaned on the resources, training, and ethical foundation that ICMA provides. It's that combination, the stability of the council manager model and the support of ICMA, that has helped me grow as a professional and serve communities with a long-term perspective with an eye on equity. So in a city like Austin, the budget process is a huge undertaking. Billions of dollars, thousands of employees, and services that touch every single resident every single day. Under the council manager form of government, that process is rooted in professional analysis and long-range financial planning. We're not just balancing the books for 1 year. We're asking, how do our choices today impact our ability to deliver services 10 years from now? How do we sustain investments in infrastructure, housing, or public safety for the long run? That's where the council manager form makes such a difference. The manager and staff bring forward a professional recommendation that is both technically sound and strategically aligned with community priorities. And ICMA helps strengthen that process through training, best practices, and peer networks. ICMA ensures that administrators like me have the tools to bring a long-term lens to the budget. Residents may not always think about the form of government, but they absolutely feel the outcomes. The council manager model gives communities the benefit of continuity and long-term commitment. Whether it's affordable housing strategies, infrastructure investments, or climate resilience, these are generational issues. They require consistency across election cycles, and that's exactly what the council manager model provides. Appointed professionals that stay focused on the public good and on delivering those long-term projects to completion. I've experienced that firsthand throughout my career as an assistant to the city manager, as a resilience officer working on climate adaptation, and later as chief of staff in Dallas, and now in Austin. In each role, I've seen how residents benefit most when we keep our eye on the horizon. ICMA has been a partner in that journey with resources that have helped me develop the skills to manage complex, multi-year projects and stay grounded in the ethics of public service. The real benefit to residents is knowing their city is not just managing today's needs, but also investing in a stronger, more resilient community for the future. Innovation is one of the areas where the council manager model really shines because the structure provides stability and professional leadership. It creates the space for staff to test new ideas and managers to support them without fear of political cycles derailing the effort. Innovation isn't just about new technology. It's about rethinking how services are delivered, how we engage residents, and how we plan for the future. In my role as chief of staff in Austin, I've seen that firsthand. Austin is a big city with bold goals, whether it's advancing equity, preparing for climate resilience, or modernizing internal systems. The council manager model has allowed us to pilot new programs, experiment with data-driven solutions, and make organizational changes that will pay off for years to come.